All right, so today was the big day, July 20th, the day that the Oakland City Council members voted on the Howard Terminal term sheet proposal to, get the new ballpark potentially. And I mean, we didn't really come to a clear conclusion. I kind of predicted that. I mean, unless they voted no, I feel like there's just going to be more negotiating going on, and that's probably what's ultimately going to happen with this. Because, what happened today, I don't see it as a positive, but I don't see it as a negative either. I'm kind of just neutral on it, because it seems like both sides are kind of, not really happy with each other. And I mean, that's kind of been the way it's been the whole time. But yeah, this is the way the vote went. So the Oakland City Council members approved of their own term sheet, which is obviously going to be pretty different than the A's term sheet, just based on certain sticking points, like affordable housing, stuff like that. There were 6 yes votes, 1 no vote, and 1 abstention, so pretty good. But the A's, obviously are trying to just look at their options, and I mean, I think Oakland is just the best option right now because it would just be so much better for the team. And I mean, here's why: the A's would get so much free money from the government from transportation, right? It would be, I think, around $300 million. I mean, how would you be able to decline that? That is just such a good, deal for them. And I mean, I think now the ball is in Dave Kaval and Fisher's court, right? If they decline that money, then they really never wanted to stay in Oakland all along. If you're declining that type of money, then, would the A's really want to stay there anyways? Like it just shows that this whole thing has been BS if they didn't, accept that. So I think, that's kind of the ball's in their court. They just got to figure out a way to kind of come to consensus with Oakland's proposal, because I mean, Oakland will accept theirs, but they might not accept the A's proposal, right? So that's kind of the way it was. The only council member that voted no is Noel Gallo. He clearly doesn't know what he's talking about. He's said a lot of really dumb things about the whole situation. He was talking about how they could like share the old Raiders facility. It just didn't really make any sense. But the city kind of using their own terms. I mean, for example, they increased the A's affordable housing commitment requirement from 30 to 35%. So it just seems a little bit like they're kind of meddling with the whole process. So yeah, it doesn't really make much sense. But I don't really think Oakland can be rivaled with just the way that the money is working out. I mean, I think, the way that it's working out, the A's are just going to get the best deal in Oakland, right? I don't see Las Vegas really helping them. They're not getting this free money like they would in Vegas. And I mean, it's a crazy amount of money. And I just think, going forward, I can't predict if the A's are going to stay in Oakland or not. But the bottom line is, if they end up leaving Oakland, they never wanted to stay in Oakland to begin with, right? Because, I just think they kind of would have had that bias against Oakland, and the fact they would have declined that money, it doesn't make much sense. Because, they kind of got the okay from the city council, and I just think, Kaval is kind of screwing it over. I mean, he was very unhappy with, at least it seemed, with the whole proposal today. He was kind of saying, like, this doesn't work for the A's. We need to kind of come to some sort of conclusion and consensus. And so he kind of said, like, he didn't agree with it. And I'm also with that. Like, I don't agree with Oakland kind of just, changing their term sheet, but I think it's got to meet in the middle. I don't think each side is more right than the other. So yeah, that's kind of how I stand on it. I can't really give a clear answer. I thought today would be more decisive. Like, we would kind of have a clear, shot. Like, okay, yeah, the A's are going to get the stadium done, or no, they're not. But, it's kind of just like they have the approval of that term sheet, but their term sheet is not really even being looked at. And I mean, they're getting this free money from the transportation, and declining that money would just be really dumb. So yeah, anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts. And yeah, I can't really say I'm unhappy, but I'm not going to say I'm happy either, because it didn't seem like much progress was done today, or nothing was really achieved. So yeah, anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you guys later. Go A's.